working day. The floor is given to the Speaker of Presidential Administration on the ATO issues, Colonel Andriy Lysenko. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I would like to offer to your attention the news about the events which took place during the last 24 hours. In the Lugansk sector, the enemy violated the ceasefire only in the Bakhmut highway near the village of Novotashkivka. The militants who were located in the neighboring village of Glubivsky opened the fire using the small arms in the anti-aircraft mounts the U-132. In the Donetsk sector, the enemy's provocations continue near Golivka. Repeatedly, the adversaries of the enemies used the small arms and the grenade launchers near Zaitsevo, Mayorsk, and Novogorodsky. The militaries are located in the residential quarters, and they shoot from the close range. The similar situation is observed near the Donetsk airport, where the enemy repeatedly provoked our fighters to fire in response. And also there were two military clashes between the ATO forces and the militants, which took place between the villages of Spartak to Opetny. We did not suffer any losses. The hottest spot yesterday was in the sector of the section of the front line between the highways Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk, and Donetsk, Zaporizhia. The enemy twice used the multi-rocket installations Grad, shooting each time two jet shells. And again, they were firing not at the fortifications of the ATO forces, but directly they targeted the residential village of Krasnogorivka. Also, the enemy used 82 millimeter mortars. Also, in Marinka and Krasnogorivka, the enemy actually carried out to 10 armed provocations without using heavy weaponry. In the Mariupol sector, the situation was quite calm, quiet, and over the last 24 hours we did not lose our fighters. Only one Ukrainian soldier was wounded. Ukrainian special services continued to detain the combatants. In Lugansk region, they detained a local citizen who actually delivered to our enemy the information about the movement of Ukrainian military units, their equipment, and the number of the fighters. He delivered this kind of information to his Russian boss. The employees of the Marinka police detained three combatants, or militants, excuse me. Two of them actually fought in the so-called battalion Vostok, the East, but they were not paid, and they fled back home where they were detained. Another person who was detained that was a woman of the penitentiary colony, and they will stand the verdict of 15 years of imprisonment. The law enforcement employees continue to seize illegal weapons. In Lysychansk, the SBU found the hiding place or the hideout with three anti-tank grenade launchers. In Olginka and Volovanka district, they seized the fire launch MPO-A of the Russian make, which is another proof that Russia is involved there. Also in Kharkov, the law enforcement officers who found the hideout containing of the special hide place with their armaments, including hand grenades and more than 1,000 cartridges for Kalashnikov submachine gun. In the Sumy region, the Ukrainian law enforcement officers, together with the policemen, found the hideout containing 20 mortar mines. In the armed forces of Ukraine continue to take care of the comprehensive exercises. The units, artillery units, the airborne brigade of the paratroopers. Actually having special exercises on tactics and positioning. In case the provocation and shooting on the part of the militants continue to the front line or to the line of contact, will be able to return our heavy artillery and give the necessary buff to our enemy. Also, the officers, tank officers from the National Academy of the Army took care of some of the exercises. You taught how to drive the tanks and other armored vehicles if the tank is somehow damaged. Ukrainian military medical officers actually teach from their or learn from their foreign colleagues. The other day, our experts visited the Center of the Higher Military Medical Excellency in the NATO in Budapest. The result of their trip was opening of the continuous online access to the resource of the center for the Ukrainian military medical officers, and they were also proposed to participate in the next 2016 different, training programs. In Severodonetsk, Ukrainian law enforcement officers tell the children about the explosive hazardous subjects, and this kind of the lectures and the workshops which have been provided for 2 weeks now in the military of the military personnel of the National Guards help the local residents in the ATO area. They took care to help the local residents to provide the firewoods for the local kindergarten in Popasensky district, Lugansk region. This is all the information I have now. Now the questions. I have the clarification to make. There was one wounded person. Where exactly? In the village of Mayorsk. Thank you. Any other questions or clarifications? If there are none, thank you, Kennel, for your information. Thanks to all. This brings us to the end of our briefings, and the next briefing will take place at